All right, it's time for our first double integral. This is a double integral on a domain that is rectangular, where y varies from 2 to 3 and x varies from 0 to 1. We have found that it's often helpful to write explicitly which endpoints correspond to y and which ones correspond to x. If you find that helpful, you might want to do it and try it. But what we want to do here is we just do the integrals one at a time. So our inner integral here is the y integral. We have the y bounds on the inside as well. So the first thing we integrate is with respect to y. So the integral of sine of y with respect to y is negative cosine of y. So we're going to have 0 to 1, and then negative x times the cosine of y from y equals 2 to y equals 3, and then we still have the dx. So we've done the integral in y, and we did that by holding x constant and just integrating like we were in Calc 1 with respect to y, and the integral of the sine of y was the negative cosine of y. Now we deal with those endpoints of integration. So we have here, as we plug in y equals 3, this is negative x times the cosine of 3 minus negative x times the cosine of 2 dx, or I can take x's out of that if I'd like. This is negative cosine 3 plus cosine 2 times x dx. So this is a constant times x. I could go ahead and pull the constant negative cosine 3 plus cosine of 2 outside of the integral. And then I do that integral just like we think. The integral of x is x squared over 2. So I'll have the negative cosine 3 plus cosine 2 times x squared over 2 from 0 to 1. When I plug in a 1, that's a 1/2. When I plug in a 0, that's a 0. So we're just left with 1/2 times negative cosine of 3 plus cosine of 2. And that is our solution for this double integral.